time goes by so slowly, 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 time goes by so slowly. y ese lugar. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro, just like I'd never gone. I knew the song, a young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the summer played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, your Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea, he called to me. Te dijo te amo. I prayed that the days would last, they went so fast. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the summer played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, your Spanish lullaby. I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, you can watch them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world, where a girl loves a boy and a boy loves a girl. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the summer played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, your Spanish lullaby. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the summer played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, your Spanish lullaby. La 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 la. Te dijo te amo. Él dijo que te ama.
She's fantastic. I knew she'd be a star.
She could be great. She could be a major star.
She is a star, George.
The biggest star in the universe right now as we speak. Those who love the set, the director's got all kinds of things. The director's hot, he's hip, he's here. He's gonna be doing all kinds of things. He's gonna change the color of the set. He's got a great idea for a blue.
Don't change anything, George.
He touches one thing, he's gone. I swear, he's history.
I want to meet her.
You got it, anytime. Name the place, name anywhere, any street, you got it.
Now.
Yeah, he's still after me. He just gave me a necklace. I don't know, I think it's real diamonds. Yeah, he thinks he can impress me by giving me expensive gifts. It's nice, though. You want it?
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can
material world.
Living in a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. In a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. In a material world. Living in a material I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hey, I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. Come on. Yeah. Breakdown, come on.
Hey, come on, Madonna.
Come on, boy, I've been waiting for somebody to pick up my straw.
Well, don't waste time. Give me the sign. Tell me how you wanna roll.
I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow. There's enough room for both.
Well, I can handle that. You just gotta show me where it's at. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say the word and I'ma give you what you want. Time is waiting,
We only got 4 minutes to say the
no
word.
hesitating. Grab a boy,
Grab a girl.
time is waiting,
We only got 4 minutes to say the
no
word.
hesitating.
We only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
That's right, keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Sometimes I think what I need is a you intervention. Yeah.
And you know I can tell that you like it, and that is good by the way that you move. Oh, hey.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah.
But if I die tonight, at least I can say I did what I wanted to do. Tell me, how about you?
If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say the word and I'ma give you what you want. Time is waiting,
We only got 4 minutes to say the
no
word.
hesitating. Grab a boy,
Grab a girl.
time is waiting,
We only got 4 minutes to say the
no
word.
hesitating.
We only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
That's right, keep it up, don't be a prick. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Breakdown.
Yeah.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I only got 4 minutes to save the world.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret. You're broken when your heart's not open. If I could melt your right in placing the blame. And you should know I suffer the same. If I lose you, my heart will be broken. Love is a bird, she needs to fly. Let all the hurt inside of you die. You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. If I could melt your heart.
Yeah, he's still after me. He just gave me a necklace. I don't know, I think it's real diamonds. Yeah, he thinks he can impress me by giving me expensive gifts. It's nice though. You want it?
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. That's right. 'Cause the boy with the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are here. a material world.
Living in a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. In a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. In a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world. Living in a material world.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset, 'cause I was always your little girl. You should know by now I'm not a baby. You always taught me right from wrong. I need your help, Daddy, please be strong. Maybe young at heart, but I know what I'm saying. The one you warned me all about, the one you said I could do without. We're in an awful mess, and I don't need maybe. Please, Papa, don't preach. I've been told deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing sleep, but I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. He says that he's going to marry me. We can raise a little family. Maybe we'll be alright. It's a sacrifice. But my friends keep telling me to give it up, saying I'm too young, I ought to live it up. What I need right now is some good advice. Please, Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. I've been losing truth is never far behind. You kept it hidden well. If I live to tell the secret I knew then, will I ever have the chance again? If I ran away, I'd never have the strength to go very far. How would they hear the beating of my heart? Will it go cold, the secret that I hide? Will I grow old? How will they hear? When will they learn? How will they A man can tell 1,000 lies. I've learned my lesson well. Hope I live to tell the secret I have learned. Till then, it will burn inside of me. The truth is never far behind. You kept it hidden well. If I live to tell the secret I knew then, will I ever have the chance again?
Je suis désolé. Lo siento. Ich bin traurig. Sono spiacente. Perdonami.
Before
무제 мавкуро Пише прошу Слиха Forgive me There's more important things than hearing you speak.
I don't wanna hear, I don't wanna know. Please don't say forgive me.
Good going, stranger.
And you can dance for inspiration. Come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting. Get into the groove, boy. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah. Get up on your feet, yeah. Step to the beat, boy. What will it be? Music can be such
ghost of the dark. Two by two their bodies become one. I see you through the smoky air. Can't you feel the weight of my stare? You're so close but still a world away. What I'm dying to say is that I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. The feeling in my kiss. I'm crazy for you. Crazy for you. Trying hard to control my heart. I walk over to where you are. Eye to eye, we need no words at all. Slowly now we begin to move. Every breath I'm deeper into you. Soon we two are standing still in time. If you read my mind, you see I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. You feel it in my kiss. You feel it in my kiss because I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. You feel it in my kiss. I'm crazy for you. Crazy for you. Crazy for you. Crazy for you. It's all brand new. I'm crazy for you. And you know it's true. I'm crazy, crazy for you. It's all brand new. I'm crazy for you. And you know it's true. Yeah, I'm crazy for you. Crazy for you, baby. I'm crazy for you.
Don't tell me to stop. Tell the rain not to drop. Tell the wind not to blow. 'Cause you said so. Tell the sun not to shine. Not to get up this time. No, no. Let it fall right away. But don't leave me where I lay down. that we do. Tell me everything I'm not, but don't ever tell me to stop. Don't you ever tell me love isn't true. It's just something that we do. Don't you ever tell me everything I'm not, but don't ever tell me to stop.
something's wrong. I pray to God that it won't be long. You wanna go higher? There's nothing left to try. There's no place left to hide. There's no greater power than the power of goodbye. Your heart is not open, so I must go. The spell has been broken. I loved you so. You were my lesson I had to learn. I was your fortress. There's nothing left to lose. There's no more heart to bruise. There's no greater power than the power of goodbye. Learn to say goodbye. I yearn to say there's nothing left to try. There's no more places to hide. There's no greater power than the power of goodbye. There's nothing left to lose. There's no more heart to bruise. There's no greater power than the power of goodbye.
Girls can wear jeans, cut their hair short, wear shirts and boots. 'Cause it's okay to be a boy. But for a boy to look like a girl is degrading. Because you think that being a girl is degrading. But secretly, you'd love to know what it's like, wouldn't you? What it feels like for a girl.
For a girl in this world. For a girl
girls can wear jeans and cut their hair short, wear shirts and boots. So it's okay to be a boy. But for a boy to look like a girl is degrading. Because you think that being a girl is degrading. But secretly, you'd love to know what it's like, wouldn't you? What it feels like for a girl.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? You look familiar. You wanna dance? Yeah.
Come join the party, yeah. Let's get this started, yeah. I think you wanna come over. Yeah, heard it through the grapevine. Are you drunk or you sober? Think about it, doesn't matter, and if it makes you feel
give me joy, my boy. I will always cherish your strength. Giving it to me, boy, keep giving me all your trust. Giving it to me, boy, keep giving me all your trust. Give me joy, my boy. I will always cherish the joy. Give me joy, my boy. I will always cherish the strength. Giving it to me, boy, giving me all your trust. Giving it to me, boy, giving me all your trust. Give me joy, my boy. I will always cherish the joy.